Hi guys, I'm Henry Hart. With me always is the punk rock brother man, Mr. Johnny Noise.
Thanks, Henry. We would like to welcome you all to the Inertia Entertainment Channel. We have a really good show lined up for you tonight, so buckle up and enjoy the ride.
Alright guys, joining us today, our very special guest, Mr. Brandon Harris, and he works out in Divine and runs the Sinister Harvest Haunted House. And here to tell us about that, Mr. Brandon Harris.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Hi, thank you. It's a pleasure, and thank you for having me.
Anytime.
So, how did you, so tell us a little bit about the haunted house.
Sure. So we're located at the Divine VFW, post 3966. We wanted to create a haunted attraction and at the same time give back to our veterans. I always been a huge veteran supporter. I respect everyone that's in, armed forces, Air Force, military. You name it, Navy. I support 100% of our veterans to the T. So,
Thank you.
me and my dad, we've been doing haunted houses on and off for years and years. I originally got involved with haunted houses when I was 6 years old, and we started in a two-car garage. And it wasn't fancy, just a bunch of trash bags, strobe lights, and a few actors all dressed up. And so within our first 2 years doing the garage, it grew tremendously. And from the garage, we did it in the backyard. We did the backyard for about 4 years. It got just way out of hand on crowds. So this is when I told my dad,
Wow.
"Hey, let's do a actual commercial haunted house." I think I was like around 14 or 15 at the time. And I believe we were open 1 year. It was on the south end of San Antonio. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to learn more about the business. I need to learn more of the aspects of it. So I worked at the major haunted house in San Antonio. I worked at, anywhere from theme parks, uh, pretty much any commercial haunted house you could think of, because you got to learn the business point of it, and you got to learn the aspects of it to in order to operate it efficiently. People always say, "Oh, let's get in the haunted house and make $1 million." No, it's not like that. You gotta have passion. You gotta have passion for what you do, and you gotta love what you do. And at the same time, you have to have knowledge. And so I think by conjuring all of those together makes me a successful, owner operator. And most importantly, I always want to do something to help out the community and help out our veterans. So I was like, you know what? Let's go to this VFW. Let's approach them with this idea. And like, you know what? Let's build a big old haunted house and raise money for you guys. We went to a VFW meeting.
Wow.
We had to propose it in front of all the members, the quartermaster and the commander, and they all had to agree on it to give it the green light. And so we heard
Oh,
back.
wow.
We heard back from the commander. I believe about 2 to 3 days, and like, hey, y'all got the green light. So we started building back in 2025 around April. Uh, Building these things take a lot of time and dedication, and you have to build it safe.
Mhm.
Most importantly, because you're going to have people that are running through. I mean, shoot, we have people run through walls. I mean, we're surprised the walls are still up where they ran through. Uh, and so
Wow.
we were literally building our last room scene on opening night when we had a group going through the haunted house. So we're like, oh shit, we got to improvise. And so it's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of money to do these things. It's not cheap, but
Mhm.
what makes it, the breadwinner at the end of the day is when you hear people screaming from a distance when they say, "Oh, that was better than so and so," and when people are just having a good time, that really gives me and my dad a accomplishment of what we do, because it's a father and son project. Uh, so we've been doing it for
Mhm.
years.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So, do you have like family that have served in the military, or how
Um,
did you uh,
I had a friend of mine that served in the service back in 2014. He went
Mhm.
into the army, and long story short is he passed away in combat back in 2016. So
Oh,
that gave
oh,
me the impression, and that gave me the idea. Hey, I want to try and help out veterans. I want to try and do something, for my friend. And at the same time, I did have family members that were in the service. My grandfather, he was in Vietnam. He was in I don't remember what division he was as far as the army, but I know he was in action. My sister, she was in the Air Force for a couple of years. I have a good friend of mine that
okay.
I have a good friend of mine that I used to work with. He's in Air Force right now. I believe he's stationed up in New Jersey, but he's coming down to San Antonio. I want to say in the next couple months.
Okay, he's coming down to Lackland.
I believe so.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
went to
it
the.
would, it would be that way.
It'd be Lackland. Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, that I went to
Yeah.
the police academy at Lackland. Okay, awesome. Wow, wow. Okay, that's wow. Yeah, I mean, it's good what you're doing. I'm a 22-year veteran myself, So when I heard that, I'm like, wow. Okay, this is pretty awesome. So you're hitting on two, like for me personally, the Halloween, the horror stuff, whatever, and then the military stuff, and that's kind of where I am in my entire life. I'm a horror punk musician, and we like certainly like all the horror movies and all that stuff. And then I'm also a veteran. So like, okay, you got me on both fronts here. So like, okay, we definitely got to do this. So we appreciate. I appreciate what you're doing. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Well,
totally awesome. We sure do appreciate that. And when I heard that, when you sent me that clip and I saw it, and I was like, "That's right on, man." Like I was like, "Yeah, we
Hmm.
gotta
and
have this cat on for sure."
the reason why I send that clip whenever I try to do like podcast interviews or even news media is because our mission is to help out veterans. And our mission is also to scare the
Hmm.
shit out of people too. So we're trying to spread. We're trying. We did very well on attendance last year. We're hoping this year we could break our goal and maybe have double, if not triple, of what we had last year. So that's why I'm trying to get ahead of the game on as far as advertising and for people to know what our mission is. And our mission is to provide a good, haunted house experience, provide a good scare, and at the same time, you're doing it for a great cause. You're giving back to our veterans, and so by having both of those as a realm of people, benefiting, it means a lot to us.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
that's pretty
awesome.
cool. That's pretty cool, man.
And I think that's what
So
makes
Henry,
us
you have us.
different. I think that's what makes us different from the other haunted houses too, is because the major ones, and I can't say names, but the major ones they're in it for the money. They focus more on theatrics, and whenever we go to these other haunted houses, they like to shove like 20 to 30 people in at a time. That's not scary because if you're in the middle of that group, you're going to see the scares ahead of time. Versus with us,
Right.
we don't care how busy we are. If you're in a group of four, a group of five, or no more than eight, we're just sending you as in just your group. So in that way, you could get an equal scare, and you don't have to see, the scares ahead of time. You're going to experience it with your group only, and you're going to go in alone. No one else is going in with you.
Right, right, right. I got you. Right, because if you have a larger group and you're in the back of the group, it's like riding in the back of the roller coaster. Okay, you know what's coming up, so it's like it takes away from that,
Right.
that fear factor because the guy already jumped out of the box or whatever the case is that scares somebody. You're like, okay, well I'm back here just watching. I'll just walk through this thing like, hey, no problem, I got this. Meanwhile the person up front might have peed themselves, but then the shock value is already over by the time because.
Right.
But that's a smart idea, right?
And
Wow, that's pretty
it's like
cool.
at the end of the day, I come up with the ideas. I know what I want to scare people. But at the end of the day, I give my dad full credit because he's the builder. He's the mastermind of how to build like certain things. And like I said, previous it's a father and son project. My dad got
Mhm.
diagnosed with congestive heart failure back in 2014, And so right
Oh
now,
wow.
my dad's heart is not the best right now. And he still goes out there, busts ass, build, and I give him full credit for that. And
Wow. Wow. Okay.
my dad was actually hospitalized with AFib on June 12th to be exact. And at the time, I wasn't in the best state of mind. I didn't know, where we're going far as with the haunted house and things like that. And my dad looked at me and he said, "Son, no matter what happens to me, we got to make a go of it." And so, my dad's my everything. He's the reason why I do what I do today. He's the reason why I go to work, do what I need to do. He's the reason why I do the haunted house. And
Oh wow.
if it wasn't for him, I don't think where we'll be at right now. Yeah, me and him getting a lot of arguments of what goes where, and it's just it's
I'm
just like a
sure.
great kind of like a creative discretion. But at the end of the day, it means a lot that me and him are out there building a haunted house for a great cause, and providing a great scares for the community.
Wow.
That's
That's
awesome.
yeah. That's cool. So you got some more questions, Henry?
Yeah, I actually have one.
Oh okay.
I heard that the haunted house where it's located, that the attraction itself is built on a haunted uh, building that previously had existed there. I think it was a schoolhouse at one
Yeah,
point.
I believe it was a schoolhouse back in the 1900s. I don't believe it was. I know it is because when we first made entry in the building, there's a chalkboard in one of the rooms. In the basement, they originally wanted us to do the haunted house in the basement, but we couldn't do it down there due to safety reasons. The basement was badass, completely dark, and there was an old
Oh
chalkboard
yeah.
down there that literally had "help me" on it, like written "help me." I was like, holy crap, that gave me goosebumps. And so but this year, what we're doing is, so last year we were using part of the building. This year we're going to be all outside in the parking lot because we wanted to make the haunted house bigger. We wanted to make it darker, and we wanted to use more chainsaws. We can't use chainsaws in the building, and so I'm like, you know what? Let's
Oh
do
yeah.
this. Let's gut everything out of the building. Let's do it in the parking lot. Make it bigger, badder, scarier, and more chainsaws.
Oh wow. Wow. Okay.
Chainsaw 2 makes everything better.
I was about to say
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing
Is
is,
that is it?
you don't know where they're coming from. That's the way I designed it. A lot of times you could tell where the chainsaw guy is coming from. With this year, you don't know where they're coming from, and part of the haunted house is pitch black. You're going to have to feel your way through certain things. You have to find your way out. We can't help you. Whatever your group is, if it's just you and him going through, y'all got to find your way out, and you can't use your cell phone light. You can't use anything.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
So picture
Wow.
going through
That's what.
haunted house with chainsaws in the background. It's just you and your buddies going through alone. Y'all go through a pitch black area, loud music going off, crap load of fog. You're freaking out already because you don't know where to go. You're just feeling through, and all of a sudden, certain things start happening, in which I won't say it's a surprise, but yeah, certain things are going to be
Right.
happening.
Wow. Wow. So instead of like more cowbell in the music, you're like, I need more chainsaws.
That's the thing with us. We need more chainsaws. We need
More
more fog.
chainsaws.
We need more fog. We need more
Wow.
space.
Wow.
So by doing it in the parking lot, it's even though we're open to the elements, a lot of our stuff that we're getting this year is weatherproof. So we have weatherproof
Yeah.
lighting. We got weatherproof electrical. We got weatherproof pretty much anything. Even the wood we're getting is
Awesome.
we have to put like pressure treatment on it, so in that way it don't warp.
Doesn't warp. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So it sounds like there's a lot obviously
It's a
that's
lot.
going into this whole process. You know. So that's wild. That's that. I mean, it takes a lot time, money, and effort to put this together. You know, I'm sure. Um, wow, that's pretty impressive. I gotta say. Um, so, how how long are you open for? You know, is there you open up
So
X date and go to like what date or
yeah. So we have our website with all of our dates and times in which I'll send to you. But
okay, good.
you could go to www.sinisterharvesthaunt.com. It'll have all the dates, times, tickets. But we're having a huge
Okay.
grand opening on September 26th, which is a Saturday night. We have Jessica the Nun coming out doing a appearance. Uh,
Oh,
she'll be she'll
good,
be
good.
she'll be coming out, taking pictures, and probably hoping scaring the crap out of people. So that's a big thing for us.
Awesome.
We already got a flyer created for opening night, and the cool thing is about opening night is on that night tickets are only going to be $10 only, just for that one night. Uh, Reason why is we want to be competitive with our competitors, and at the same time, we
Mhm.
want people to come out and meet Jessica in person as the nun. And we want people to come out and support our veterans and get scared.
Wow, wow. Yeah, she's pretty amazing. We had a really good podcast with her and hoping to have her back on, but she's got a lot of stuff going on. You heard she's took off like a shot, you know, her whole thing. So we've been keeping an eye on things, you know, with Jessica, and we certainly hope to have her back on as well. But yeah, that's cool because she's quite the draw as far as you know her popularity. So that'd be really good
She,
for you
when I
guys.
first met her, I was like, "Holy crap! Are you sure you're not the real nun off of the movie?" And she looks just like the nun. And I'm like, "Okay, this is amazing." And so, I told her what our mission is as well to help out veterans, and I sent her the same clip I sent to y'all, and she's like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, I want to make a appearance when you're opening night." So I'm like, "Awesome, let's make it happen. Let's make a go of it." So
Megan,
she
yeah.
created the flyer, and I started promoting a little bit on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram.
Oh,
That's
cool. Yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Yeah,
that
she's
is.
she's a trooper. I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, she's blowing up, man. I mean, uh she's got I just found out recently she's got Jessica the Nun t-shirts and she has her own mask now. Jessica the Nun masks. And I was just like, way to go. Good for you, girl. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, yes,
Killing
I
it. She's
mean,
killing
like
it.
I met her at the Mockingbird Lane show, and I saw her there, and she was coming through, and I was actually talking to, not to drop names, but I was talking to Dr. Chud from the Misfits, and he goes, "Hold on, I'll be right back." And he runs over and he starts talking to her, and he takes a couple of pictures, and he comes back, and as soon as he came back, he goes, "You need to have her on your show." And then I went over to Janice Blythe's table, and so we were hanging out with Janice while she was in town, and
Right.
she took a couple of pictures, and she came back said the same thing. You need to have her on the show. So I asked if she had any cards for booking, and she said yes, and she gave me one. And then it was I put it somewhere and I didn't remember, and I moved this stack of CDs that I had, and it was there. So I got a hold of her and said, "Hey, would you like to be on our show?" And she came on, and uh, we've been friends ever since, and we look out for
Yeah.
each other, and we give shout outs to each other and everything. And I'm just yeah, I'm going to be there on your opening night for sure. Divine's not too far from San Antonio, so
No,
it's
it's probably about a 30-minute drive from San
yeah,
Antonio and about an hour from like New Braunfels, Seguin, San Marcos area.
yeah. I figured it'd be like maybe like driving from like where I live from here to Floresville, about 30 minutes. I figured Divine's probably about that. So I will definitely be there as well. It sounds
That's
very,
awesome.
very promising, and it goes to good cause, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't get any better than
No,
thrills,
you can't.
chills, and a good cause. You know.
That's
Yeah.
right. And at the same time, we also
Yeah.
plan on we're having a partnership deal with the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center, and we're debating if they're going to come on opening night or the first week of October. And what we're going to do is whoever donates blood, they get in the haunted house for free. And the the blood drive, they're also going to do if they get 18 people that participate in blood donations, they're going to be donating 18 pounds of food to this. I think it's the San Antonio Food Bank. So we're helping out with blood supply and people that need food.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
good deal.
awesome. So there's several good causes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
my a couple of
That's
friend a couple business friends of mine, they're like, hey, we see your mission of trying to help people for sure with great causes and things like that. Why don't you just mainly focus on the money aspect? I said, I'd rather help people than to make money. I mean, that kind of sounds wrong on a business standpoint, but we wanted to be different. We want to be different, from other people. So by helping out more people, you get more, I would say more of awareness of what our mission is.
yeah. Yeah. That's that's awesome. That's definitely
And
and well, like I
uh,
said, we'll Henry will be there for sure. And we'll get this out on the street. And as things get closer in too, we can, you know, we're all linked up now, social media wise. We'll make sure we keep on pushing it from our end of the deal, and I think that'll work out pretty cool. But when Henry gets down there, you do a bunch of stills, or maybe we can even go live. If you
yeah,
get
Yeah.
a decent enough signal down there, Henry, just click your phone, let me know, figure out
definitely.
when. Yeah, and I'll just pull up the program and I'll just have it live on the show. So that would be cool because you'll be there, Jessica will be there, Brandon will be there, so it'll be a whole big thing, and just have it. Uh, uh, we can do a few minutes of a live feed or something like that. That would be awesome. That would be cool
Oh
Yeah,
as hell,
yeah,
man.
it'll be a spectacular event.
Yeah, we've
it'll
we've
be
done
it'll
we've
be
had our share.
it'll be a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, yeah. We've done a couple of live feeds when we first started out over a year ago, and it was and we didn't have half the programs and all the stuff that we have now. We were kind of rough
Right.
around the edges, but we did a couple of live feeds, and we're like, okay. But yeah, that would be awesome. Um, just to have all that, and we'll have it and put it out there for everybody to see. That would definitely be kind of cool. So, but
Awesome.
and again, yeah, just make sure we have like after this, we have all your information, any kind of materials you want us to share. Once I uh, put this all together, so I think that it'll be good, and I'll get it to you. We'll get it out social media wise, um, and then we'll also get it out to your email, so you'll have a copy of it, so you can do whatever you want with it too. You just send it wherever. But I think you're doing some good work here. Yeah, I think that's I
It's
think it's
definitely a
awesome.
lot of work for sure, but at the same time,
Hmm.
I grew up with saying if you put in a lot of work, you'll get a lot given back to you in the future. So it's all about working, building this thing. I mean, it's like, from the time I get out of work, me and my dad go out there, put up walls, we're making walls, and it's like tonight we're having a build night, and I have a crew of 4 people coming out, hopefully, around 6:30. So we're going to be working till about midnight tonight because we got to get the ball rolling. We got to get this thing built.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. You ought to do can you do some shots of some of the build maybe, or you don't have to give away anything, but just, you guys putting something together
Sure.
that's not revealing some of your secret scare tactics, but
Oh yeah.
that would that would be kind of cool too. We can add that either to this or to a future
Now, I will
pre-opening thing.
I will give you a hint of one thing, and I will tell you this. So, y'all seen the movie Terrifier, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we got a big section of Terrifier, so that's the only hint I'm going to give you. The rest you're just going to have to come out and see. And we always invite people to come out, get a good Halloween scare, and just know you're going to be supporting a great cause. You're supporting the local Divine VFW. It's going to be a pretty good time. The haunted house itself is about 4,000 square feet. Longer, depending if you're one of those people that just walks in, you're just scared to go through the net. On average, it should take you anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes to get through. Maybe area of the haunted house, but that's what we're looking at. This year is about 4,000 square feet, and like I said, it takes you about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to get through. Some parts are interactive where you have to make decisions, in which I won't say, but you have to find out when you come out.
Oh, good deal. So Henry can run through. He can get like the crap scared out of him, and I'll sit back and just have a good laugh from Alabama. So I'm down. I'm down. Okay, we got you.
Yep.
We got you.
I'll be the man on the streets.
Be the man on the streets, running for your life. And I'm like, so yeah,
live from Define, Texas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to outrun this chainsaw right now.
Run. So just going back. So you said when you went down into the basement of the building, okay? So you said on the chalkboard was written, it said "Help me." Was that correct?
I got a picture of that on my phone still. Yes, sir.
Wow. That would have been if I would have been gone. It's like I'm out. See ya.
I'm gone. The cool thing is about the basement there of the building, it has a boiler room too. I'm like, man, and just imagine we could turn this all into a haunted house, but there's only one way in.
Yeah, you have to have. I'd imagine you have to have some kind of code.
Right. We got. It's like this year we have to, we're up to code. I mean, we're all outside. We have emergency exits throughout the entire attraction, just in case if someone can't, make it all the way through. We have ways to get you in and out of the attraction within 30 seconds.
Yeah, which is important, right? You can't just shove somebody in the basement. Then there'll be 2 or 3 messages on the chalkboard saying "Help me, I'm stuck." Hell no, so I'm gone. See ya.
Like I said, this year, just be prepared to have loud music in the attraction, heavy fog, more chainsaws, and a really good time. I mean, like I said, you're coming out to a really cool haunted house. You're getting the shit scared out of you, and you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about running into other groups. It's just going to be you and your group only going through. And because at the end of the day, we do focus on theatrics, but at the same time, our biggest thing that we focus on is the scare factor.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Henry's down. I'm going to volunteer him. Get in there, Henry. Take him for the team, brother.
Hey, Johnny, before we discontinue the show, I just wanted to say thank you for your service and thank you for everything you did for our country. It means a lot to me, my family, and of course, us on behalf of Sinister Harvest Haunted Attraction.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's I certainly appreciate it. And I'm with the VFW here. Not really super active at the moment because of my work schedule and stuff like that, but hoping to get more involved down the road here. But yeah, thank you. I'll tell you what, it went by fast. My career went by so fast. And I do it again in a second. I was really fortunate. I've had a couple of mishaps and bang ups and stitches and here and there, but for the most part, I had a pretty good time. I was a flight deck guy on the USS Nimitz, and I did all kinds of crazy stuff. And of course, I went to law enforcement and after a while, and so it was good. I would encourage anybody to look into that. pick a service, take your test, see what you qualify for. It doesn't hurt to take a look. And for me, personally, for me, um, especially who I am and what the military for me kind of set the tone for the rest of my life. I I don't think I was going to be the captain of industry somewhere running a $1 million corporation. You know what I mean? So and then it allows me to do this because I'm only working part time. So I retired in 2008. So it just allows you after all of that to have a little more freedom in your life after your service and stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate it. And I'll pass it on to my guys too at my post. And we appreciate what you're doing down there. This is a first. This is a first for us to hear about you, and it's good that people like yourself are doing this and supporting people that are it could be a rough life depending on what you do. People don't realize how many you could be away from home a year or more. You don't know,
Right.
but I certainly appreciate what you guys are doing, and I appreciate even better when you scare the crap out of Henry when he gets down there. So,
Well, all I
yeah,
can
but
say
thank you
is
so
I
much.
don't know on opening night. I plan on being dressed up, but I don't think this is going to be normal. I mean, I think I'm going to be different, like a character. So we'll
Okay,
see what happens.
All right.
cool. Yeah, you
Can't
dress
wait.
up as a character. You dress up as a character, and we'll send Henry because he is a character down to you, and yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, awesome, man,
Right
awesome.
we
on.
could
Right on.
we
Yeah,
could put
anything else on
like
you?
hashtag scare Henry or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The Henry Scarefest. So, anything else, Henry, before we wrap up, brother?
Nope. Like I
Um,
said, on our website, it has a lot of information on
Mhm.
there. I'll be sure to send you the
Okay,
links so that way your viewers know where to go. It'll also have a link of our
definitely.
social media, and I'll send you the flyer that we have for opening night as well.
Yeah, do that, and I'll definitely add that to our show liner notes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna let Henry kind of land the plane. But Brandon, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us. Uh, and we'll
Thank
do our
you.
best to support your program and what you're doing down there for sure. And you're welcome back anytime, man.
I really do
When everything
appreciate it
gets
so
kicked
much.
off, yeah, yeah, for sure. And give her, well, Jessica, we've been down there too, so we'll be talking to Jessica too. But she's definitely going to be an asset for what you're doing because she's something else. So, but Henry, I'll let you take us down out of the clouds here, and we'll get it wrapped up.
all right. Thanks again, Brandon, for helping us start off spooky season, because spooky season actually starts today. So
Right.
this is the
That's right.
perfect way to do it. We're going to go ahead and land the plane, and we will see you in the next video.